Alright. See if we can get this to go. Hopefully we can. It says live, so that's optimistic. Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today we start the project of fixing up some of the towel that I said I wasn't going to buy and absolutely did buy. I hope you all had a nice weekend. I had a really good one. Some friends came to visit and we got to do some hobby things, which is always fun. I am just getting the link to let all my lovely Discord friends that know that I'm streaming. And then once we get that all established, we'll get started. I have lots of towel. We're gonna like try fixing some of the broken ones. I just grabbed a bunch. Everything needs to be rebased and reprimed. So that's kind of where we're headed with this. Cause I got my custom bases now. So we're gonna see what we can do. I am pretty intimidated to get this project started. But I figured I have a fun challenge I can issue myself to figure out whether I will replace my shag carpet or finish an entire towel army rebuilding project first. So that's the experiment here today. And we're just gonna find out what happens. So I am letting my Discord server know that I am streaming. If you would like to join us on Discord, we would absolutely love to have you. We would be delighted. So I'm gonna get that Discord link. And go ahead and post that in the chat for anybody who's interested. That'll be there. But yeah, we'll get started here. I think I finally got the little guy synced up so that when I talk, he talks. That's the hope anyway. But yeah, we'll get this going. I have quite a lot of towel to work with. Like probably too many towel. We're just gonna see what we can get done. I think we got some fruit. I just grabbed a bunch. There's a less chaotic way to do this, I'm sure, but this felt right. It felt natural. Okay. There we go. If you're tuning in, let me know if you are working on anything right now. Be very interested to know. Basically, what the process of this is going to be is I'm going to pop some towel off of their old bases, stick them on new ones. If they're missing parts, I'm going to see if I have either a suitable replacement on hand or something to fix them with. I do need to find my trusty sculpting tool that I use for everything, because that's going to be useful for popping them off the bases. But do say hi, let me know that you're tuning in. I am just getting everything all organized over here. You'd think I'd have gotten better at making sure not to hit the start button until I was actually prepared, but we're a little chaotic here, and that's fine. It's fine. Alright. Okay, I think that's everything that we need to get started. Now the hard part is just where. I feel like I should get the spooky thing out of the way and rebase Big Boy over here, but He does scare me, so I'm not sure if that's quite the right place to start. Let's see. Let's make sure his base size is the right size. Oh yeah, that's a perfect fit. God. Kraz printed me these really cool bases. So like they've got all this industrial kind of stuff on them. I'll probably make them look like they're made out of cookies and candy, and maybe paint these pipes to be like little straws or something like that. I haven't exactly decided, but I love the texture of these bases, so I'm really excited to get to using them. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's just eventually I have to kind of take the plunge and start popping things off their current bases and onto their new ones, and I have so many bases to use, and magnets as well. I'm gonna magnetize these ones. I won't be just carrying them around in a cardboard box. Kraz even gave me sample bases. That's ridiculous. I love someone who thinks I'm going to do a bunch of test paints and come up with a really intense, regimented methodology for painting stuff, because I always want to be that person. I aspire to be someone who heads into things with a strong game plan. But I just also know who I am. And the odds of that happening, frankly, are not likely. Achilles has decided to join us. He's always fun. He's coming by to say hello. Alright. So what do you guys think? You know what? We should do a warm-up one, probably, before we do Storm Surge. I think this is a Storm Surge. He's got some magnets in him, so his gun does sit there pretty nicely. I always feel like he should have really big arms. Like, I feel like I need to get him just some giant fists to stick on the side, so that might be something that I try and find at a Dollar Tree. Yeah, he is incredibly large. Yeah, he's gonna, you know what, we're gonna warm up with one. Welcome, Goober. Thank you for being here. Happy to see ya. Let's see. I did accidentally DM Goobertown Hobbies a link to this stream. I meant to just copy and paste it, but I sent him a link to, like, join my Discord when trying to copy and paste that, so that was embarrassing. Let's see. What about, we'll do this guy with the little lamppost. I think he's already got 1 foot kind of popped off the base, so that could be easy. Let's see. What size base is he? I think he's a 32. I want to say 32. He might be bigger than 32. No, he's slightly bigger than 32, so that would be 44? 44. These are all so nicely labeled. 25, 60, 32. What's this one? That's a little bit too big. Can I somehow not get 44s? Or are commanders? Commanders are supposed to be on 50s, right? That sounds right. Yeah. Yo, hello. Hello, Hamish. Hi, Tigress. How's it going? Do any of you know Tau very well? Are the commanders supposed to be on 50 millimeters? I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna try and Google it. Let's see if I can Google and stream at the same time. If the stream goes down, Google broke it, so blame Google, not me. I'm innocent. Commander crisis suit. Tau base size. There we go. Oh, that doesn't help. Crisis Commander is required to be on a 60mm base. Okay. Okay. Excellent. That's maybe when I have 50mm. Supposed to be 60. If I got the wrong stuff, that's because I don't know how to fucking count. Oh, this might be a broadside. Crisis suit. I'm gonna put a crisis suit. What is a crisis suit base size? It feels like it should be. This feels like the right one. Crisis. Because I think maybe these are... Because a commander and a crisis suit are different things. They're different. Yes, crisis suits are 50. Commanders are a different model, and they're something the fuck else. It's okay. It's okay. This is the right size. Okay, so we have important choices to make. We have options. We love options. So we've got this, like, great. That's option 1. We've got this one, which looks like a fish spine, which is option 2. This one really is giving me, like, peanut butter cookie vibes, you know, with the fork. We've got just plain, like, target circle. I feel very strongly that this guy belongs on this base, so I think that's what we're gonna do. He's our inaugural guy. Commanders can be crisis suits. Yes, but commanders have to be on 60mm bases, which I have. Which I do have. Alright. Commanders can be in crisis suits. Well, that's, yeah, I'm solely trying to do base sizes here. Crisis suits are supposed to be on 50s, according to a quick Google search, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, please keep in mind, these are not the final paint job colors. This is an inherited paint job. These will all look like key lime pie eventually. What am I going to do with these crusty, old, cool bases? I have literally no idea. But will I be saving them because I'm a pack rat? Probably. I'm not actually as much of a pack rat as other folks in the hobby. But these are some bases that I could certainly do something with. Certainly do something. Hello, Chris. Gosh, chat is popping today. I did try and sync up my little avatar guy with the voice thing. I think it still needs some tweaking, but it should be better than last time. It's not just like an infinite loop. He just needs a little bit more adjustment with the streaming program, but I think we're getting close. You were late, Josh. I was like, oh my gosh, I've gone 2 minutes into a stream and Josh isn't here. Hi, Poppy. Hi, Chris. Have I said hello to everybody? I feel like I'm probably missing something. Hello, welcome. Most of you are regulars. If you're not and you feel like liking, commenting, or subscribing and doing all that cool YouTube stuff, that'd be cool. I'm getting real close to 1,000 subscribers, and that makes it way easier for me to stream, because then I don't have to use Droid Cam. I can just hit the go live button from my phone. And I don't know if you guys know this, but me and Droid Cam have not historically gotten along. Yeah, the lip flap struggle is real, because you want time in between it, but listen, it's never going to be perfect, because I'm not just going to sit here and hand animate it, but I can probably at least parse out the frames and get it a bit better. Yes, I know that there are other ways to get the Tau off of these bases. However, I trust this sculpting tool not only with my life, but with every hobby decision I've ever made. When I die, bury me in just a tomb surrounded by my clown miniatures with one of these sculpting tools, and I will enter the afterlife just fine. If I pull on that leg too hard, it's going to pop off. In fact, I can feel that the plastic's already started to crumble a little bit, so that might need re-gluing. But we're going to get this foot off of here. This is only one foot that's stuck down pretty bad. Your brethren are going to be so much more difficult than you, little guy. You think I should hand animate it, Josh? I mean, it would look cool, but listen. Animation takes a lot of time. I'd have to mess around with some programs that I haven't worked with in a while. Or do it all on paper and pencil, scan it in, color it, or line it. I fucking hate lining things digitally. It takes forever. We'll see, but if that happens, it's gonna be like a 5 years from now project. That's not a current me project. Current me doesn't have the patience. Alright, that towel is coming off the leg. We're gonna fix it, don't worry. Everybody who just panicked there, it's gonna be fine. I promise you. He's a little busted now, but that's gonna make it just easier for me to get under this foot. Then we're just gonna glue the foot back onto the towel. It's the classic story of repairing and breaking miniatures. There we go. Does the foot come off there? That nets us a free base and a foot. Alright. Now, I don't know if 3D printed plastic is gonna work for plastic glue. If any of you have experience with FDM printers and know if it'll take plastic glue, do let me know in the chat. That would be extremely useful, as someone who did not bother to research that, but probably should have. There's gonna be a lot of shots of just me. Yes, hi Orc Doc. These are in fact the rescue minis. This is the Tau army that I said I wasn't gonna buy. Back when I said I wasn't purchasing Tau. I've painted a few things in a style that would be grim. But, few and far between. I tend to go pretty... Like, this is the end goal for what these Tau are gonna look like. Key lime pie boy right here. He's got the little whipped cream tufts. He's got the bright green armor. He's got the little lime details. He's ready. Achilles, what the fuck are you doing? I definitely didn't buy it either. Yeah, Goober is right. I didn't at all spend money on this. That was a falsehood. Okay, so his foot has to heal before we can attach him. So that means we can pop this Tau off of its base. Also, hello, Orc Doc. I don't think I've ever seen you on a stream before. Thank you for tuning in and for being aware of my impulse hobby purchases. Yeah, something Tau for sale. You know, literally, it was just Tyler made a joke about selling his Tau army. I messaged him and was like, hey, if you ever do sell those Tau, I will maybe buy them. Because I am just kind of infatuated with Tau at this moment. And he was like, oh, really? I want to sell everything and buy Eldar that I will then eventually sell. I was like, cool, I'll buy those Tau. And we worked out a price, and he gave me a very generous deal on these Tau. Oh, okay, that's who you are. Sorry, I don't recognize everybody's, for Discord and YouTube names can be different. So yeah, I got the Tau. He is a Meta Chaser. That is true. Alrighty. Do we think this bait? I don't think that one's not for him. This one maybe? No, that's not right either. This one. This is it. This is the one, guys. Alright, so he'll have to be super glued down. I don't need to get base dust onto... Look how nice Kraz's handwriting is, too. Like, that's labeled. This is labeled with what size is. Yeah, there is a Discord. There's a freaking bumping Discord. Hamish, I'm gonna post a link to it. You join us, my guy. Please do. There's a Discord, there's a Patreon, I got an Instagram. I don't have a Facebook, and I don't have a Twitter. I do have a TikTok, but I literally only post shitty videos of my cats. They're not even good. I just needed an outlet for cat videos. So that's why the username for my TikTok is so different from all of my other social media. But, like, I need to get started on this towel project, because I want it to be, like, kind of a series. And I'm thinking that documenting it all on a stream, as opposed to trying to cut it all up into one huge time-lapse video, is more interesting. It involves you guys as my little community of watchers more, which is really fun for me. But also then I still have the option of downloading some of that footage and editing it into a video if I want to. But that way we can see this army come together in real time. Maybe you guys want to help me name all the Tau that we build together. And you'll remember them, because you'll be like, oh, that's the one that Achilles knocked off the desk, or some shit like that. So yeah, it'll be great. Thank you for joining. I will say hello to you. There's a great channel. My favorite channel is Stuff We Talk About on Stream, because I can always ask people to post what they worked on while they were watching the stream in there. And then I get to see all of the cool stuff that you guys are building. And I really love that. I love that so much. Ooh. All right. We've got Tau from all different eras, too, from what Poppy was kind enough to help me play Tau Scientist and kind of tell me what I had. So, because I didn't necessarily, like, I knew what I bought in theory, but if you guys know anything about Tyler, he just sort of makes models from whatever he has. So there's a lot of stuff where it's like, this is kit bashed. This has a lot of different parts going on, but I definitely don't know from where. I can feel that there's going to be a lot of Tau that lose feet in this process, and we're just going to accept that as an inevitable part of the experience. We're going to be very accepting of our multitudes of... Hi, Carson! Welcome to the stream. I'm streaming tonight because I had friends who came to visit this weekend, and it was wonderful. It was so nice. They painted minis. We went to the drive-in. Anybody who knows me, like, as a person knows how much I freaking love going to the drive-in movies. It's so cheesy and dumb and wonderful. It's like my favorite thing. I got to take them to my local game store, and they really liked it. I'm making a video about, like, I'm making the quintessential my friends paint Warhammer for the first time video, but, like, my friend Joe is just he's such a good guy, that his wholesome and enthusiastic sudden love of Warhammer is gonna shine through that video in a way that you will see why I was so jazzed that he wanted to paint minis, and so incredibly sad that I only had my friends visiting for like 2 days. I miss them so much, but they're on this crazy road trip across America. So I got to be the first stop on that, which was really fun. And yeah, I got to teach them how to paint Warhammer miniatures and show them all of my favorite places in town, and then send them on their way. So now, now my friend is touring around the country plus like 7 painted up Skaven. But yeah, I realized I hadn't actually painted alongside like someone physically in a while. I'd sure as hell done virtual hobby hangouts, which are great and I love, but the way I got started miniature painting was by going to my local game store's Learn to Paint night, and it felt kind of like that, except I was the one in the instructor's seat this time around, which was crazy. So yeah, that was a whole lot of fun, and then Joe was like, wow, Warhammer's a really complicated game. I love complicated games. And I'm like, I don't think you understand how complicated Warhammer is. And I started handing him core rulebooks and stuff like that. And he and my friend Mary Beth were trying to guess the prices of some of the Warhammer miniatures on the pages. You know, I would love if they were the ones setting the prices, because there are a lot of like, this miniature, this is a tank. You know, I don't like tanks, but they were like, that tank costs $20, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. Oh, good, we got that foot off in one piece. Hell yeah. That's how we do. It's got a little wiggly foot. Oh, that foot didn't come. That was my bad, guys. That was my bad. That was me getting excited. Oh, Josh. You'll learn to paint one of these days. With a little rusties and an insane amount of luck, you too can paint like me. Ka-chow. Nah, you're good. What's not good is this foot. That is definitely stuck to the base a little bit more securely than the other foot. Which makes me worry I will break the toes off from one another, which is just going to be a more intense fix than I want to be able to do. So I'm hoping that I'm able to get this foot off the base. This is not going to be a very visually pleasant stream, as it will just be a bunch of me stabbing things. Sorry about that. Gotta love GW prices. Yeah, for sure. That's a fun part of the hobby. When your friends maybe found out how much you actually spent on a Tau army. Oh, that's awesome, Poppy. That sounds like so much fun. What kind of models did she have? Did she pick a cool army? Can't find my dang glue. Story of my life. Story of my life. Yep, I can feel it. The toes are gonna break off. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. If anybody has 600 spare Tau feet, donate them to, freaking Tau in need. This is, it's not gonna go well. Why is this piece of plastic so unyielding? That doesn't seem fair, you know? My hands are like getting all sweaty, and I can just feel all the like coconut fibers being a little cat litter or whatever's on this base being sweated off. It is not. Yeah, there's one toe. That other toe's stuck on pretty good. Can I find the toe that went flying? Because now, Now we have this as our model. It's not what it should look like. It's great that this is, you know, the part that is load-bearing for the Tau as well. This I can do with plastic glue, though. That's okay. We have based one Tau so far, and I've been streaming for 30 minutes. This is gonna be a long project, guys. We are here for the long haul. Could print some proxy feet. That'd be helpful. I'd take some proxies. Proxies are cool. GW need never know. Although I do want this army to be fully tournament legal. I don't know. I mean, I feel like for an army that I inherited from Tyler, I could pretty much use garbage and it would just be appropriate. But that's like orc tendencies, and Tower's supposed to be all like, you know, precision and precision. Is precision the right word? I feel like it is. It's as bad because I've been playing so much Borderlands that I was gonna be like, yeah, they're like the Malawan equivalent, you know? And I was like, that's not universal. That's just you and your nerd friends out in the wastelands that would understand that reference. I mean, you know, you guys can be my nerd friends too, but we're not all universally into Borderlands, I don't think. Unless we are, in which case, that's awesome. She had a Lumineth and a Lumineth tattoo, Eldar, a Star Wars clone army, and a bunch of Game of Thrones armies. You was trying to convince her to get back into Blood Angels. I don't think that's going to be too hard of a sell. Also, congratulations on going on, like, the coolest date ever. That sounds like such a fun time. I almost bought Star Wars Legion miniatures. That was almost a purchase that I made. I get closer and closer every day. They had the, like, box set of all the different Mandalorians, and I really wanted them. They had jetpacks. One of them had horns on their helmet. Oh, cool. What Game of Thrones guys are you painting, Chris? I'm gonna judge you, not judge, but I'm gonna, have an opinion about which house. I know! I want the 501st Legion so bad, because then I can make a 5s. And then I call the video Fives Paints Fives. Which, you know, I don't really think anyone who isn't a frequent viewer of the channel would get, because, you know, people will be like, what? But maybe that'll be enough of a what that people click on it, which would be fun. So, I mean, I'm not named after that Fives, but if anyone mistakes me for being named after that Fives, like, I'll fucking allow it. I'm not gonna tell them that they're wrong. Fives Paints Fives in 5 easy steps. You know what? That might be too good of a title for me to not get a 501st Legion box. Even though I hate saying it the 501st, like, that just... OrcDoc, and sorry, I don't remember your real name. When people are on these streams, I only know them by whatever is in front of me, because my brain can only focus on but so much at once. I know your real human name probably is an OrcDoc, but you're gonna be that, you're gonna assume that title for now, and I hope you can forgive me for that. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, it's after, the character Fiver in the classic Richard Adams novel, Watership Down. That is the Fiver that I am named after. Look at this chunky little boy! He's so cute! Oh my goodness! Oh, yeah! This is the guy that got the frickin', the Crayola crayon box with the crayon sharpener in it, and he let everybody borrow it. Look at what a good lad this lad is. He's so good. He's a good boy. He's just a little guy. I don't think I'm going to be able to extract his little, like, stand, his pole here that was holding him up, but maybe. Why am I even trying? I'm not going to drill a hole in the base. That's not going to happen. He's just going to be standing. He's a metal mini, so we have to use super glue. He's good. He is chunky. I have to decide what kind of naming conventions I'm going to use for these Tau. Like for my Cruel Boys army, they're all named after different kinds of poisonous plants. Because, like, venom is an important aspect of their culture. For my Orc army, they're all named after desserts. For my Soulblight Gravelords army, they're all named after characters in a series of unfortunate events because they're kind of inspired by that. Like, I want to name them all after different kinds of limes or fruit, maybe? I don't think there are that many kinds of limes in the world. Like, if there was an apple pie army, I could be like, yeah, they're all going to be named after different kinds of apples, because there's like 30 million apples on this planet. But I don't think there's that many different kinds of limes. What you looking at, Achilles? What you looking at, buddy? Do not bite the charging cord. Maybe there are enough citrus and stuff like that in this world. Okay, we have based 2 Tau in 36 minutes. Trying to work up my nerve to get to the big guy. These are the finished ones. They're over there. This is everything, and that's not even everything that I bought. This is just everything that I grabbed. This is everything that I grabbed. Okay, these guys are recovering with their feet. This one's missing a foot. Alright, so we're gonna have to figure out what to do about that missing foot. I do have a bits box somewhere. And somewhere I had a little, what's it called? Gundam foot that I was considering using. Let's see. That's why it's called Tau Hospital, because that's really what we're doing here. I do have this hand for Blood Bowl. That hand could be a foot. Like a really creepy skeletal foot. What do we think of a hand foot? I don't like it. You know what? I'm not asking the audience. I'm not polling the crowd. We're not doing it. I decided no. I looked at it. I thought about it. We decided not to. I hit mute. I hit unmute. Good job, Fives. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is going to be a very pleasant noise. This is my bits box. Most people have, like, an actual box. I have a jar that I've thrown various things into. I don't save a lot of bits. I used to, but honestly, most of the time, I've consider it a success if I can just assemble the miniature by the book. So, like, I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna find anything particularly useful in here. I can hear the people who have extensive bits collections just screaming that this is why you have a bits box, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong. Is that anything? Maybe that's something. I mean, for a while, all I was buying was orcs, and, you know, orcs and Tau have a pretty different design philosophy, so I think most of this is just going to be orcs. I might go looking for that Gundam foot that I had and see if I can't find that, because that'll probably be the closest approximation. Why have I saved this chunk of resin? That is not helpful. Lots of this is just orc arms. I think I have 1 million of those. These might be useful. Like, do you need a hand? Oh, shit. Okay. Wow, you guys are suggesting a lot of stuff. I'm not keeping up with the chat. How did that happen? Citrus fruits generally. If they're limeys, you can give them silly English names. Probably not. I feel like they're just key lime pie because key lime pie is my favorite dessert. That's the reason. It doesn't go any deeper than that. Oh, also I had to have them work with the colors that Tyler had already painted on these ones. I'll be tweaking this slightly, but only slightly. She was fine with. But that's the reason. Like, it had to have lime at some point. Or green, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm not speaking too good. I do have guns. Maybe name them after pie types. Tart, galette, chiffon. Calamansi is a delightful fruit. I've never heard of that. Use some armor plates. Yeah, I just got it. This is a tea tin, honestly. I was gonna plant flowers in this tea tin. Instead, I threw bits into the tea tin. Can brew up a nice cup of polyurethane. Oh, this is like a orc jaw. Like, this is the lower half of an orc. That looks like he's wearing a bear trap. That doesn't look like a foot. That looks like an accident. Oh, I don't have it facing the right way. Does it look any better from that direction? No, it still just looks like a bear trap. Although I suppose foot caught in a bear trap is a story in and of itself. Shoot a peg leg, gun. Y'all got lots of ideas. I'm sorry I'm picky and I'm not taking any of them. Got this bit. That's a good bit. I'm glad I saved that bit. That's like the only useful bit that I have in here. I don't think any of these bits are going to be right, so I will not use any of them. See what other random shit I have lying around in this drawer. Not a lot. Some Blood Bowl stuff. Random pieces of wood. A ballpoint pen. Ooh, chapstick. That's useful. I do have this Gundam as well, which I bought and had full intention of painting up. But Achilles started biting and attacking him, and now he's pretty beat up. He's missing a hand. I don't know that I'll ever find it. But I could probably pry off one of his feet and use them. Or maybe I'll just make him a really battle-torn guy and eventually find some sort of replacement hand for him. I could use an orc arm. I have thousands of those. I know I had a little Gundam bit saved somewhere. But I recently rearranged my house as I was cleaning it to make room for all of the people that I was anticipating visiting, which was great. It just, you know, isn't the most conducive to remembering where you put all your shit. Oh, look, I found another towel. I think I have a whole army of, like, towel that I spray painted to test. Like, I bought a fire team. That's what they are. So I have them. We could put them on bases. Drone. Big drone. Other towel. have bases. You know what? I don't save parts for crap, but I do sure have a lot of spare bases. I honestly forgot that all these towels were sitting in my desk drawer. That just shows you how many towels I am drowning in. Armloads of towel. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I know, battle damage Gundam is looking like a pretty strong option. Provided I can't find anything else that I'm looking for. Did kind of go off on a tangent. I know I have like some spare. I have a spare a spare Tau sprue. I think that Tyler sent along with all of my Tau. So let's check that and see if there's anything there. Alright, not gonna lie to you, this sprue is pretty sad. It's pretty bare of anything, but I think that, I don't even know if it's a shoulder pad or what, but it does look like a slipper. Well, it does, heck! You don't have to critique it. Nobody asked you. Let's all check. Yeah, everybody take out your Impulse Bot army and you check. Okay, alright, that'll work. I have to cut it down a little bit. Which I am gonna just do with a pair of clippers. Don't do that at home. You could take out your eye. I'm not a licensed professional, but I am doing this as a YouTube hobby, so... yeah, that'll fit. That's jank, but it'll look better when he's primed. We're going with it. No rules, except the ones I make up for myself. If anybody tells me it looks bad, keep that thought to yourself. I'll cry. You don't want to see me cry. I am unlicensed, yeah. I don't have my 1,000th subscriber yet, so YouTube doesn't give you a license. Even then, I'd be pretty unlicensed. This is just unfiltered chaos. Battle Damage Gundam is a long-standing aesthetic. It sure is. I have several Gundam kits, and by that I mean I have two. One on the way, and I already have plans for that. And then one that Liam from Millennial Model Mayhem sent me. Which I will build up at some point in time. I just feel like I should have gotten around to fixing up this Tau army a while ago. And so I put out a poll on my Patreon server. Shout out to anyone who's a patron. Y'all are the best. Asking what they wanted me to do next. And I really secretly was hoping that they'd be like, oh, Fives, we want to see your Necromunda guys. They're so cool. They're new and flashy and you're interested. And then I was like, oh, I'll also put the be responsible and fix your goddamn Tau army, you godless heathen. And they actually chose for me to be responsible. So, yeah. So I'm being responsible. I'm not bad about it. I'm honestly pretty happy to be fixing up these Tau. I don't have the know-how to fix up my house just yet. I picked out a paint color, though, for one of the walls. Hell yeah, please do. I've gained a few patrons recently, which kind of reminded me that I was like, oh shit, I should be posting stuff on there more often. So I've made a couple recent posts. Ooh. Hopefully I don't injure myself live on camera. That would be bad. I'm not a doctor. This is unethical Tau surgery here. I really don't know what I'm going to do about this wire that's kind of coming out of the back. I'm hoping I can just twist him off once I get his foot. Oh, he's missing an arm, too. I didn't notice that. That's bad. I definitely don't have a replacement arm. That I can strap a gun to. That might need to be figured out at a later point in time. So you, sir, are only getting but so repaired today. I'm sure I have another cannon that I can stick on there. I'm pretty sure Tyler gave me spare cannons. So he's a little beat up, but we love him. Thank you. Yeah, the Swedish Fish inspired guys, they're not done yet. They've still got a ways to go, but they are the next, probably the next video project. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I figured it had been a while since I did something that was actually, like, candy-themed as a video, because I did, like, Borderlands, and I did Clowns, which, you know, there's popcorn, so it counts, but gotta get back to, the candy stuff. That's what the kids want, and by the kids, I mean me. That's what I want, so. Quick little relic blade project. Should be finished up in the next week or two, probably. God, that foot does not want to come off. I'm going to say that a lot about a lot of these Tau feet. If Tau feet are your thing, man, this is going to be a stream that would traumatize you, as I'm cutting so many of them off from their bodies. Also, if hobby safety is your thing, this is not the stream for you either. And apparently, if in-focus shots are the thing for you, this also may not be the stream. God damn it. I try so hard, I just don't have the money for one of those monitors that kind of tells you if things are in focus or not. I promise I want to make improvements to this channel. It's just a matter of budget. Unfortunately, I need to, like, live and survive capitalism by eating food, which is bullshit, but, like, what are you gonna do? I go to the movies a lot, okay? Sue me. I like to stay up to date on cinema. Actually, I don't like to stay up to date on cinema. I like to see the movies that I think are interesting. I don't watch movies just because they are, quote-unquote, a cultural zeitgeist. Like, sue me, I'm not gonna see Doctor Strange. Alright, so I broke that foot off kind of intentionally, because I wanted to see if I could twist him off of this wire. And it's honestly pretty fun, because he just goes, zoom. This is illegally fun. Poppy, you know you don't want me to comment on that question, and I know that you know that I wish you hadn't made that question. Just don't put that shit out into the world. That is a bold-faced lie. I cannot tell you who all the Marvel characters are. I know Thor, and I know Taika voices that rock guy in Thor. Venom? Is Venom Marvel? Someone tell me Venom's Marvel. Where's Jeremy when you need him? Actually, y'all I feel like Venom's a big enough... Yeah, he's gotta be Marvel, because he's like the anti-Spider-Man. Right? He's inverse Spider-Man? Or something? I don't know. He looks like Spider-Man. Is he a Spider-Man villain, at least? Or anti-hero? Tom Hardy, okay? Can you name every Avenger, at least? I can try. Let's see. I know that Captain America is the first one, because It's Captain America, the first Avenger, right? That's, oh, you know why I can't twist this foot off? It's pinned. Fucking god, look at that. Can you see that? I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera. But guys, I've been trying to scrape this foot off. There's a little fucking piece of wire under the foot. It's been there the whole time. Fucking goddamn. Someone pinned this. Smart. Someone. Tyler pinned this. I get to watch how Tyler worked meticulously to make sure that these things would be secure for tournaments, and then I get to destroy all of that. How do you fucking unpin a miniature? This is bullshit. Sorry, Tyler. Hi, Keegan! He is the evil Spidey. Okay. Okay, let me see. Back to naming Avengers. Because I can name more than Captain America. Iron Man is there. He is my least favorite. I do not like him. Sorry to all the Iron Man fans out there. It's hard for me to empathize with a billionaire. Who else is there? Black Widow? I think she's an Avenger. Right? Someone tell me right? Yeah, she was in there. She was like, oh, we also have a girl on this team. Why are you saying Superglue? Superglue isn't an Avenger. You're probably answering another question. Billionaires are not just like you and me. That's a lie. I cannot get this fucking foot off the base. God damn. Ha! Got him! I lost a toe, but I got him! You gotta love that. Can't get this fucking foot off base. Gets foot off base. Champion. God, this cork stuff is really terrible, though. Shit. Let's see. Who else? Hulk. Hulk is an Avenger. Bow and Arrow guy. He's an Avenger. Bow and Arrow man. That's not his real name, but you know what I'm talking. The guy. Wow, you added me and my name showed up in orange and now I feel special. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, sorry. Hawkeye. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. Thank you. I thought I made it very clear that I don't know the names of these heroes. Although, I've gotten like 4 out of, what? How many Avengers could there be? Like 5? 7? Something like that? Thor is an Avenger, I think. That's gotta be right. That's all of them, right? Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Thor. Right? That's everybody. That's the whole gang. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's all the Avengers. That's every single Avenger. I got them all. I don't know how I'm gonna get this dangerous piece of wire remaining stuck in this foot that's drilled into the foot and glued in there really securely out. So I think I might just leave it and then try and glue it to the base in a way that it is not clearly displayed. I get to undo all of Tyler's really sound decisions. And make my own extremely unhinged ones. I don't even know if I glued that foot back on the right way. I don't think that I did it the wrong way, but might also be wrong. That's close enough, surely. Good enough for government work, as they say. Bro, you gotta go over here and rest until your foot's repaired. And we need to find you a new arm, too, so that's a future problem. Okay, you are gonna go on this one, I think. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. That's all the core ones. Excellent. That's all the ones that matter then. Oh, literally every Marvel character? Well, I definitely can't name all of those. I don't even have... Do I have a favorite Marvel character? I think Jeremy told me at one point something about someone. And then I was like, cool, they can be my favorite Marvel character. But I don't remember who he was talking... Oh, Jeff the Shark. Jeff the Shark is my favorite. Because he's a shark, and he's cute. I feel like I need no further justification than that. I missed Vision, Wanda, Scarlet Witch, Wonder Woman, Wolverine, Beast, Thunderstrike, War Machine, U.S. Agent. What? Who? How is there an Avenger just named U.S. Agent? That's so generic. That doesn't feel like a superhero name. My bottle of super glue is, it's a journey. Yep, there we go. Oh, guys, can we say how we feel about the little talkie avatar in the corner? Because, like, again, the lip sync might not be perfect, but I am pretty proud of how cute it looks. I think I might need to redo my layout a little bit to better incorporate him. But how do we feel about him? U.S. Agent is evil Captain America. Okay, sure. Alright. Excellent. Cool. Wonderful. That's kind of the vibes I was going for. Ghost Rider? Who the fuck is that? That guy sounds awesome. Ghost Rider. The kids call them PNG tubers, right? I think that might be what the kids call them. This is an original character of mine that I've drawn for years. The character's name is actually Starboy, and I think was the start of me questioning my gender to some degree. 'Cause, you know, that's pretty cool. But yeah, they're just a little alien. And their whole shtick is like that they've come to Earth and don't understand how anything works. Like they think that if they plant jelly beans in the ground, it'll grow a jelly bean tree. Just cute little shit like that I used to make little dumb comics about. Yeah. A lot about, like, now, like, retroactively, I'm like, oh, you had some problems adapting to life. That's why you made this little alien guy, because you could relate to an alien that felt out of place. You know, I think we all have, at least not, if not characters that we made ourselves, characters that we found in media who had kind of a similar fish out of water type scenario. Did I use plastic glue by accident? I had that whole thing with opening the soup. That's way too much super glue. I'm so sorry, little guy. Dear Kraz, I am so sorry I desecrated your bases with super glue. You spent so much time making them, and I have disrespected them this day. Do not judge me for my sins. I am merely trying to repair these downtrodden, smashed up little guys that weren't even downtrodden and smashed up until I purchased them, and then they were then shipped in the most chaotic way possible. What? Horse-based? Who the fuck? Ghost Rider is Nick Cage? Are all of these things true? He is a biker with a flaming skull, except when he's a hot rod guy with a flaming skull. How? Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, then Cowboy Ghost Rider? Does plastic glue work on resin? I don't know. I'm using super glue on these bases, despite the fact that the plastic glue is right there. Just a lot of these feet broke off and were no longer attached, so that's probably why they need some time to fuse. Oh, look at that. My finger is glued to his foot. Fuck! Gonna have to rip that off. Ooh, that's gonna be painful. There we go. Ouch. Not fun. I'm just gonna put a little squirt. Don't worry. Yeah, there's gonna be that weird kind of super glue dust on the base, but I'll either scrape it off or find a way to incorporate it. I mean, they're very clean-cut bases at this point in time, so they could stand to have a little bit of, like, grime or crust or something. Plastic glue does not work on resin. It does not. Everybody is very conclusive about that. Thank you. I'm sorry that the thing keeps getting out of focus. I'm trying my best, I swear to you. You just dropped an image of Ghost Rider in the Discord. Thank you. I will take a look at that right now because I have to wait for super glue to dry before I can fix his foot. And I feel like we gotta do the big one next, and I want to be able to maybe move those guys out of the way a bit, or maybe we'll just do a few of the small ones. That's probably smart. I don't know, do you guys want to see me do the big guy tonight, or should I just continue to fix up whatever is kind of sitting around? I don't know. I don't know the best way to approach this. I also don't know if this is gonna work as a project. Lord have mercy. Carson, we know. I've discussed with you before, sort of, alluded to the fact that I do not like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I can't be civil about it in a major way. It's very problematic. I like to tell people that they're wrong about it, but I do try and think of my good friend Jeremy's words. Not everything is made for everyone, which is good. Like, you don't have to like everything, and it is okay if you don't. It is not okay to be a complete dick to people who just happen to like something that you don't. So, I try to shut up about it more than I used to. I'm not great about it. Surprisingly, I am an imperfect person and still working on being better. But yeah, Marvel is definitely, Oh, dude! What the fuck? He looks sick as hell! Motorcycle Flame Skull, dude! That's awesome! His bike is cool! The wheels are made out of fire! Sometimes you see something and it's just like, impressive as fuck. Ghost Rider is like the hero every HVAC divorced dad thinks he is on the weekend riding his Harley around town. That's such a mood. Like, I don't know that character at all, but I feel like I know them a little bit now. Either Ghosty Boy. There's a hero called Ghosty Boy, or are you just a cute nickname for Ghost Rider? Hey, don't make fun of me for liking Tao. You came to the stream. There's Tao in the title. Be mean of you to make fun of them. Tao are cool. What was I gonna say? I don't know who Spawn is, or what's, Spawn? I mean, like, Spawn as a word, I understand. I'm assuming that's a character. Black Panther was good. I liked that. That was really cool to see, like, that, but, you know. My favorite superhero movie is Thor 2, not Thor 2, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, and specifically because of Doug Jones as Abe Sapien. Yeah. Hellboy is my favorite. I don't think Hellboy is Marvel. If Hellboy is Marvel, then I like that Marvel movie. But I'm mainly invested in Hellboy for Abe Sapien. They made a new Hellboy, and Abe Sapien is not in it. So I was like, what's the fucking point of me Poppy, to be real with you, I did like Thor 2. Not as like, I think this is a amazing cinematic experience, but at the time I had not seen the first Thor movie, and I did go to the theater with a friend who's like, please see this movie with me. And I'm like, sure, whatever, I'll go. And I'm expecting like a superhero movie, and instead I kind of get like a fantasy in space movie, which was much better for me, who did not want a superhero movie but was going with a friend. So having seen no other Thor movies, yeah, I don't hate The Dark World. The elf designs are kind of interesting. It was like, oh, I think it was that the one where it's like, Loki's backstory is that he's a moody child that we adopted or some shit. And it was like, okay, sure, I could be down for this. I don't have a problem with Thor 2 as much as other people do. I really don't. Maybe that's my hot take. But yeah, Hellboy is my favorite. My favorite. Well, I say Hellboy is my favorite. I really mean that Abe Sapien is my favorite. Spawn was a hired killer that got sent to hell and made to lead a demon army, but he decided he'd use his powers to clean up the streets instead. Oh, that's so cute, in like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kind of way. Like something horrific happened to these turtles, and now they're using their powers to clean up crime. Mr. Sunday's Caravan of Garbage just dropped their vid on it. Hellboy or Thor 2? Listen, all I'm saying is that Thor 2 is not really a superhero movie. And for someone who didn't want to see a superhero movie in the first place, I was, you know, I was fine with it. What the fuck am I doing? I'm waiting for shit to dry. That's what I'm doing. I need to glue this foot onto this body. Y'all got me distracted with superheroes of all things. God damn, how'd you manage that one? That's quite the achievement. You gonna get your plate. Oh, fuck. No one saw that. No one saw that. No one saw that. Hopefully that was off camera. Oh, fuck. I think they did. Got me all fired up talking about fucking superhero movies, and now I'm dropping shit on Tao. Ay, ay, ay. This is more chaotic than some of my assembly streams get. At least we haven't gotten to the bad impressions. Oh, boy. Poppy was making me do those. Making is a strong word. Poppy was donating to my Ko-fi, which I had thought was enough barrier to entry that no one would actually pay me to do an impression, specifically because I am not good at them and do not do them. And then Poppy was like, bet, I'm gonna pay you to do one. Gilbert Gottfried, please. And so I did that, and then like 5 days later, Gilbert Gottfried died. And I'm not saying my impression was bad enough to kill him, but also, you know, coincidence, it's, yeah, I may have, I wouldn't say caused death, but contributed. This is gonna become that John Mulaney thing, where, like, everybody's gonna be like, you killed Princess Diana, and he didn't, and it's gonna be Fives killed Gilbert Gottfried, but didn't. For the record, for legal purposes, all of this is, in fact, a joke, because I did not and have not murdered anyone. And if I did, it would not be Gilbert Gottfried. I feel like I just have more important targets in this world that I could take out. No Gilbert listen, we know, some of us know the rules. The new people here don't, but I don't do impressions for free. If you want them, you have to donate to me on Ko-fi. And frankly, I killed the last person I impersonated, so it didn't go well. And I cannot impersonate a Supreme Court justice because I don't know. What the fuck? That's what Spawn looks like? Bruh. That's an intense character design. Achilles, don't chew on that. That's not for babies. God fucking damn, everything is falling all over the place. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Jesus. Well, if you're a threat to society, Keegan, there's not much I can do about that. All I can offer you is a creative place to hang out for a bit. Alright, chat, vote for me. Wait, I can do this. Hang on, there's a poll. Shit, I know how to do this. Poll. Ask a question. Big guy or no? So who am I gonna base next? The big guy? Or no, which means I'm basing like 200 little guys. There, I have made the poll. You guys are compelled to vote because you're watching and you're a captive audience. That's what you do. You click on stuff. Right? Hey, Keegan, mean. Don't make me do an impression of myself. That's so fucking confusing. Oh shit, we've got votes coming in. Hell yeah. He is a big guy. This is the big guy in question. Oh, it's 55%. Jesus, that's a lot of votes. I'm watching this. 11 votes! Holy shit, there's a lot of you watching! Goddamn, hello everybody! Cheek Slapper Prime. I don't like that phrase, and I like even less that I just read it. I'll leave it up for another minute, just kind of hoping that I give these guys... You two, boys, stop fighting. Hector, Achilles. Historically, you did not get along. However, one of you is named after a song, and the other of you is named after a pirate. So neither of you are named after the historical figure. Just be nice brothers to each other. Have you ever tried to make your cats get along? Because they don't listen. Is that what you really think of me, Poppy? That's so nice. I'll take that. Key Lime Prime? Alright, well, I'm going to not wait anymore because I like instant gratification. So, the poll has voted that we will put together, we'll unbase and then rebase the big guy. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna move all these guys into this fancy cardboard box that has holes in it. Doop. This was the most well-behaved one of the bunch. He's a good guy. Do I even have any place to safely put them that isn't on the ground? Move this spray bottle, which is the cat deterrent, and then we'll put them there. Alright. Alrighty. This is actually a pretty good angle to film from. Keyline Prime is the best name ever. No, I think we can do better, guys. I really do. I just haven't decided what my naming convention is going to be. I have no idea how to go about even trying to remove him. All I can say is I hope he isn't pinned, and I fear that he is. Tyler of Billion Dollar Clown Farm, if you pin this, A, I mean, you're smart because that's what people do. But B, also, why did you then trust me with him? Oh wait, maybe we can examine the bottom and get some information. Let's play Tau Detective. Now the bottom doesn't appear to have any holes drilled into it, which bodes well for not having pins. Yes! Check the bottom for pins! Roz! We were on same wavelength! Same fucking wavelength. Yes. Owen, I don't own a hacksaw. So that's, I'm not gonna buy one for this, I don't think. But thank you for the suggestion. Like, the cork isn't very securely strapped down to the base, which, you know, makes me optimistic that he's not pinned. I just think there's a lot of, I want to say milliput. There's a lot of something. Oh, that's like a whole piece of cork that we're chipping away. I'm not gonna, am I gonna save the cork and reuse it? I don't know. I know people out there are like, how could you not? That's free hobby supplies. It's free real estate. Oh, that's fun. He's got like a little divot in there. It's a fun little sculpted detail. Any damage that I do to this model is authentic battle damage, and no one can tell me otherwise. I'm gonna take his gun off because that's gonna make a lot of noise. Cornkbort. You traded with that, Tyler? Yeah. Hey, how small is the miniature creator sphere? Dang. I don't know. I feel like that's a dig at someone, but I'm not exactly sure who. And I didn't trade. I did purchase this with American dollars that were, yeah. Money changed hands. I don't have enough in trade of value to send to Tyler. He was like, do you have anything to trade? I was like, I have some Adeptus Mechanicus. And I have orcs, but they're mine and I'm unwilling to trade them. And he was like, no, that's fair. That's how I feel about my orcs too. So I was like, could I just pay you with money? And he's like, yeah, that's also fine. Money does work. I truly do think if I had something worthy of the man, worthy of, like, in demand that he would have wanted, he would have just let me trade for the army, which is ridiculous. He is, honestly, like, I've never met him in person, but he is a very, very funny and generous person. He's really the sort of person that I would love to have more of in the hobby. And his sort of, I want to call it slapdash, but it, you know, it's not really. Like, he puts a lot of time and effort into what he does, but it's not necessarily polished in the way that someone like, Ninjon or Miniac or Squidmar is. There's, like, there's a chaotic element to it, but it made me feel like I could also just make videos that were weird and that was okay. That I didn't have to have it all figured out. Hi, Hector. Hey, buddy. So yeah, Whether he knows that fully or not, Billion Dollar Clown Farm is another one of the reasons that we have a Sugar Candy Miniatures. But yeah, if you didn't know everybody featured in the Clown Gets, video, there's a lot of hobbyists. We got us the Goobertown Hobbies. We got us we got Tyler in it. He did a video. His video has easily the funniest opening to any video that I have watched. Like, it's so goddamn funny. I haven't stopped laughing about it. And, like, this is a year. Oh, God. No, I broke a piston. That's fine. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Yeah, he does armies. He's an extremely nice dude from, like, what I know. Again, I have not met him in person. We'd love to meet up, and he's, like, totally down. He really wants to talk Tau strategy to me, in a way where I don't really understand Tau strategy yet. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it in post. I'm sorry, I'm destroying these tiny little plants. The odds of me putting them in my bits box are slim. The odds of me remembering they're there even slimmer, and ever using them almost non-existent. I'm so sorry. Everyone did such a good job. And you know what the best part is? The clown stuff isn't over yet. There's some people who have late videos coming. So check back on that playlist every now and again, because that's not the end of the clowns. There's more clowns to come. So for those of you who are like, hey, I thought you said that Dana Howe participated in this collab. She sure did. Is she gonna have a video? Yes. She was also moving at the time. So, you know. Oh yeah, Orc Doc, I do play Warhammer. I played in the Adepticon tournament for Age of Sigmar. I played a ton of games of Age of Sigmar at my local game store. Mostly I play Age of Sigmar because unfortunately my 40k scene is, they're not as welcoming as I would like them to be. And I don't feel like I really fit in there. So even though I really want to be good at 40k and I want to understand it and like it and enjoy it and play it, it's just not a space that I feel super confident in. So I don't go out to 40k at my local game store anymore. I'm really hopeful that someday I'll just have some friends into 40k and I can just sort of have smaller game nights, which I do have a couple of friends into 40k, but they're also kind of broke, which, you know, understandable. So none of us have full 2,000 points armies, but I like have a full 2,000 points Cruel Boys army. For AOS, I have Cruel Boys. I ran a Cruel Boys army. I'm a newer hobbyist. I've only been painting for about 3 years, so I don't have any, like, ties to, the old world or, you know, Warhammer Fantasy Battle is better and superior than Age of... Like, I don't have that. But I have a Soulblight Gravelords. I have, like, 750 points of them, maybe 1,000 points of Soulblight Gravelords. I don't have enough infantry, really, to make it proper. And some of that's just my Cursed City box. What the fuck am I saying? But I have a fully painted, fully based 2,000 points of Cruel Boys that I ran at Adepticon. Thank you so much for coming, Tigress. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Yeah, I guess I could co-opt Warhammer Night, but, I don't know. I kind of did that with Blood Bowl in that I wasn't really sure about what the crowd was going to be like, but I just really wanted to play Blood Bowl so bad. And then I invited some of my, other friends of more diverse identity to play Blood Bowl, and like our league coach was just so excited because the man loves Blood Bowl more than any other person I've ever met, and all he wants are people to play Blood Bowl with. He really does not care what kind of people. So he was quite pleased when I was like, listen, if you're cool, if you're willing to create a welcoming space, I can get you some more players. And he was like, yeah, of course, anybody is welcome. So we've actually made a really nice little community. And I love my Blood Bowl league. I have 4 Blood Bowl teams. I will buy more Blood Bowl teams eventually. But yeah, I'm really passionate about that space, and I will kick out anyone who is a jerk. Oh god, okay. So many. The chat's never been so active before. I can't keep up with you all. I'm so sorry. I wish I could. I can't comment on everything. That's the first time this has ever happened. I'm struggling to saw away at this fucking shit on the face and also talk with all of you. Oh man, this is so exciting. Hello. I mean, I've already said hello, but it's so nice that all of you are here. This is overwhelming. Gosh. Oh, this is awesome. I've never had so many friends who just want to sit around and do Warhammer shit. Yes. Fuck yeah. I know, I swore. How dare I? Alright, I don't know if it's polite to take like a 5-minute break on a stream. Can you do that? Do people take stream breaks? Because I could really use like a drink, and I think I need to get my cat some water because that's his I need water meow. I'm just afraid that if I leave to go do that, you all are also gonna leave, and then I'll come back and nobody will be here, and I don't want to like take you with me into my kitchen, but I don't know how to do breaks. Okay, cool. I need to put I don't have oh god, how you can throw to commercial? I don't have a commercial to go to. Everybody go get a drink, get a snack. Alright, I'm going to break. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't change your channels. Baby, you need food. You need water. You want your dinner? Yeah. Hopefully that didn't take a whole 5 minutes. I gave you dinner, little baby. Alright, I went to the convenience store and they had candy bars in their fridge, and that's very exciting. I'm gonna go put my tea in the fridge. I'll be right back. There's a corner store that's 3 houses down from mine, and literally their fridge is so cold and it is so hot here that I buy cold water from them most of the time. Oh, okay, everybody's here. Am I still going? I think I'm still going. It's live. I'm gonna wave my hand. We'll see if that shows up. You guys can't compliment me while I'm gone. What the fuck, guys? Gonna make me cry? Don't do that to me. I'm just a little. Oh, fuck you guys. That's so sweet. Damn it. Now I'm all. Jesus. Oh, jeez. Okay. No, wait. Don't behave yourself now. What happened? Okay. Cardboard barrier. Yeah, next time I'll have a little sign, like out to lunch or something like that, like it's an old cartoon. Oh, and it was you. It was you who started the compliment chain. Look at all of you using my pronouns too. God damn. I'm gonna eat this candy bar and cry. Hi, Artist Poet. Good to see you back. You did. I noticed when you commented on some of my older videos. That was so sweet. I'm glad it was the dumb Star Wars named channel that sold you on joining. I was very proud of that channel. That was back when I was watching Clone Wars for the first time, and I missed that era because I was having so much fun. I gotta get back to watching Rebels. Someone remind me to do that. Mostly foot amputations. Yep, that's right. Yeah, so it's been a lot of foot amputations just because I'm trying to get all these Tau off their bases to varying levels of success. They've all been secured to the bases in different ways as well, which I feel like is very indicative of the man that I purchased them from. So, that's fun. Like, we've got a whole foot and a half, and I could probably break him off of this foot, but I want to try and not break the foot of literally every Tau that I have. So I'm gonna try and scrape away all of this fucking dust to free him. But honestly, I have no idea. Ooh, I'm Fiverr. I foster a welcoming environment in the hobby community and get flustered when people compliment me. Yes, that's true. God damn it. I'm trying to be positive anyway. I had to avert course when we started talking Marvel, so I didn't just talk shit about them and totally throw off the whole vibe of this stream. I am not a pro. I wish I was doing this professionally, but we're a little ways away from that. We're growing, though. I'm really eager to hit 1,000 subscribers now that it is on the horizon, though. So if you do have any hobby friends, like, usually I try not to shill this channel too much, but I know the serotonin boost when I see that clock over 1,000 is going to be insane. So, like, you know, if you have people that you know, that you think might vibe here, they're more than welcome, and I would love to have a couple more of their subscriptions, because we're getting there, guys. We really are. Also, thanks to everybody who's joined me for these streams. We're over 1,000 hours of watch time, which means that enough of you have sat around, watched me babble about nothing to make, that's a lot of hours Tyrell, growing strong. I wish I could be as badass as Olenna Tyrell, to be honest with you. And I did have a crush on Natalie Dormer, so I'm not opposed. Although my house each and every time was Greyjoy. Like, I like the Greyjoys. They're cool. They're my favorite Game of Thrones house. Krakens are just interesting. They're a good symbol. They're kind of weird. They're piratey. Nobody actually, like, in the world trusts or likes them. And I like their whole, like, what is dead may never die speech is kind of cool. I did read the books for Game of Thrones as well, so that could be altering my perception. No, they're weirdly opposed to sewing. Dearest mother, they've taken my foot to save the leg, but my spirits remain high. Send me more licorice. Listen, this one got a replacement foot. He has a stump. We love him. We support him. But you know, this could get very Tale of the Field Hospital. For anyone who's listened to that episode of the Magnus Archives, you have taste. For anyone who has not listened to the Magnus Archives, I will eventually be painting something inspired by the Magnus Archives, just so I can talk about how much I love that horror podcast. I don't know what project that's going to be yet, but I want to do one. I want to do one so bad. It's my favorite horror podcast. I also want to write a horror podcast at some point in time, but I can't voice act for the life of me, so that's not going to happen. Although I did have a friend who said he would voice act, so maybe. Dude, do you know the Magnus Archives? I hope so. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Ceaseless Watcher and all that. Jesus. There's just a bunch of crap on this base. Hang on. Hobby trash can. My pants have so much freaking random cork dust and basing material on them now. Suppose that is why the good Lord invented the washing machine. You're gonna direct me to Hozier's music video for Someone New, as though I don't listen to Someone New like 36 times a day. I fucking love Hozier, and that video slaps as well. Although you might have been directing just anyone in general, so thank you for that. You made all of your friends listen to it after you finished season 5. The absolute eldritch horror and I can't believe how well planned that show was. Like, in an age where so many people are trying to pull off a plot twist, the Magnus Archives pulled off so many with so much foreshadowing, and it was beautiful. I'm a dumbass and didn't pick up on most of the foreshadowing, so especially it worked well for me. But my buddy Adam and I both found out that we were into the Magnus Archives, and that's really how our friendship came to be. Because I was like, I barely know you, and we've only met for like 2 D&D sessions, but we both love the Magnus Archives, and I don't want to listen to the finale alone, so I hope this isn't imposing, but could we just listen to it on a video chat in silence together? Because I do not want to go into this alone. And he said yes. And a very beautiful friendship grew out of that. And no matter where that friendship ends up, and I honestly think we'll be friends for many years, I hope so, we will always have the fact that we shared the Magnus Archives finale together, and that's very important to me. It was very special. That podcast meant a lot to me. I've been listening to it since there were about 30 episodes. So, yeah, it's been a ride. Your kill team is almost done? Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'll have way more than a kill team's worth of Tau before too long. It's gonna come off the base, guys, I swear. Could prob collab with someone for Magnus. Spooky thing, sculpt and paint. Haven't listened, but can't be too hard to make something. Honestly, I could. I've talked with collabing with my very talented 3D printing friend, Kings Valley Forge, who painted one of the models for the Clown collab. And has a lovely little channel where he doesn't post very often at all, but he has a fun video where he teaches people how to 3D kit bash with free parts from Thingiverse, which is incredibly helpful. And he helped me print like a 3D kit bash that I made, and he fixed it up. So I didn't say it was almost done. I just said I would have enough. But we talked about, what the fuck did we talk about? I'm getting so distracted. We talked about doing a Kit Bash collab together, because he made me watch Transformers, the anime movie, like 1981 or whatever year that came out. And then I had watched Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, which is amazing. And I was like, please watch this. And then we did watch it. He actually bought me dinner over DoorDash, to celebrate my Clown collab video doing so well, and was like, I was kind of like, hey, do you want to hang out, like, because you were like, we should celebrate, and so we watched Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust together, and then I talked about wanting to make a kit bash of, D, the Vampire Hunter, and using Sigvald as a base, and he was like, yeah, we could probably do that. God, I do not have the upper arm strength to continuously saw at something. I am the weakest person on the planet. So much to read. Oh my goodness. Yes, your Xenodragon Cyberhive looks so cool. Sometimes there's just an emotional bonding that happens over consuming content together, and I love that. How would I survive a kit bash? Very simply, my friend. I get someone to do the kit bashing for me, and then I paint the model. That's called a collaboration. I've kit bashed a few things, just not a lot, and not well. I'm sorry, Transformers 1987 is not the best movie ever. It just isn't. You're looking at it with nostalgia goggles. It's fun. It's a romp. It was definitely there to sell toys. You returned from dinner. No, I'm trying very hard not to chop this foot. It's just, I'm filing away at Milliput. I'm pretty sure at this point it's Milliput. I'm also pretty sure I should be wearing some kind of mask to do this because there's dust getting everywhere, but I refuse to because it's hot and I am in my own house. Mask up when you go to stores, obviously, because COVID, but the dust from this Milliput, if it kills me, that's how I'm prepared to go. Oh, that's awesome. I need to catch up on... Oh, yeah. It's hard to film and hold and know that I am doing things. I swear. This is not as interesting a filming process as I was hoping. You guys can't actually see much of what I'm doing, which sucks for you. But it's very encouraging to have people to talk to while desperately trying to, make things work. That wasn't smart. That just got dust everywhere. I'll have to dust eventually. But here's a shot of what I'm working on. This is the foot. It's secured all over here with this stuff that I'm assuming is milliput. We've gotten this foot off. That piston's still stuck down, but we'll fix that. Oh my gosh, I have so many messages everywhere. Hopefully nothing important that I've missed, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm not paying attention to my messages when I should be streaming. But yeah, this foot is still firmly secured. I think all of that's holding it down, and there's probably, like, some glue under there. Luckily, it's not pinned to the base. So that means I can get it off, but, oh my god. It's a process. Like this whole army is going to be. I think I'm going to take a brief break from sawing to fix him to a base because my fingers hurt. And when you are doing a hobby and a portion of it starts to hurt, that is a symbol to do a different part of the hobby for a little bit. That's fair. That Poppy, that's very fair. And yes, please no Stranger Things spoilers. I don't want to know yet. I'm going to watch it in my own time. It's just the 2 like newest episodes that came out that I haven't seen. But I will get around to it. I really will. Am I trying to save the base for later? No. I also lack the proper tools to cut into it just as a piece of plastic. So that's why I have not gone that route. Oh, and yeah, my back usually hurts after hobbying, which is why most of my streams don't clock in at over 3 hours. That seems to be about the max for me. In terms of hobbying. Although, I kind of want to do something special when I hit 1,000. There's some part of me that wants to take a day off work and just do a 24-hour hobby stream to, like, say thank you and stuff like that, but I don't know if that's content that people would be interested in, and also I don't really have a project that I feel like would make sense. Like, I could obviously work on the Tau army, but I don't know if that's, like, celebratory enough. Like, I don't know if that's kind of the right vibe. I guess I could take input from the community, which is you guys. What kind of stuff would you be interested in seeing if I did a 24-hour hobby stream? Is it Tau? Is it not Tau? Those are not your only 2 options. 24-hour army painting challenge. What army should I paint, Keegan? 24 is so many hours and doesn't sound kind to yourself. That's fair. Maybe like 12 or 8. Something, you know, bigger. It's... And I could take breaks. I could do something. There could be some video gaming or something in there to shake things up. A little variety stream. I just like celebrating. Celebrating's fun. No, Keegan. Solid no. Make some scatter terrain. I could paint some scatter terrain. I don't know if I could make it. I'm not really great at making stuff. I'm very confident that I can get this off just using my goddamn stupid little sculpting tool, when probably you're right that clippers would be easier and better. But then I'd have like this awkward like plastic bit, right? I'm gonna try bending it. So give me a second to just bend this base. Yeah. That cracked a little bit of it off. Now we've got both pistons off. I can bend this base nearly and like, watch that. That's pretty cool. It's very flexible. This plastic. Unfortunately, it's not flexing at the part where I need it, which is right around the foot. Can I just, can we just do the thing that I need you to do? Whew. Come on. Come on! Oh no! Guys, it happened. Yep. That's embarrassing. That was going so well until it wasn't. Ooh, okay. That happened. Everybody saw that. Aw, jeez. Well. Dang it. Back to the sawing. Delete the VOD. No witnesses. Is Tau Hospital a good name for this series? I don't really know. But, like, I couldn't think of anything wittier in the 4 seconds I was typing up an intro. It's really stuck on here, guys. It's fucking... about to just... fucking... I don't know. But, like, it's on there. There's quite a lot of cork on this guy's foot as well, which needs to come off, but... Tyler, what the fuck did you do to this miniature? Got so much cork on my pants. Jesus. That's not a good texture. Excuse me. I like whoever suggested that I pin this model in order to fix it. You're very kind, but I've never pinned anything in my life, and I don't intend to start now. I can feel this foot shifting, but it just won't come off the base. Take a break, Fives. Give yourself a piece of chocolate. You're getting there. Tau Civil War Hospital. Listen. We'll get it. 24-hour stream where all I do is manage to get 1 foot off a base. That's what it'd turn into. Sir, I need you to... I know you're eager to be reattached with your foot, but I'm gonna need you to sit over there. He was wiggling, but he's just not coming off. Am I gonna break this base in half, or am I gonna get the foot off? I don't know which option is more likely. It is really stuck on there. Fucking hell. I honestly don't know if it's gonna come off. I'm trying to pry it, but like, I'm going to bend this base and it is not gonna come off. Like, that is intense. Taking bets 1 to 2 odds for getting the foot off versus breaking the base. Is that odds on the foot or the base? Who's the more favorable there? Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. It's taking the base with it. Guys, can you see this? Can you see this happening? What the fuck? Okay, we are seeing, like, that is... Does anybody see this? What the fuck is this? Alright. Guys. There's some shrapnel. There's some debris. This base... And I don't really like that there's still that in-between bit, so we need to pop that off somehow. And I honestly don't know if it will go at all, so... Because, like, if it didn't come off with that, frankly, I don't know if it will at all. That might be a time. I might give in and use the clippers just to get this part. Because I don't want that weird connecty bit. Nobody, I can't even look at the chat. I don't know what y'all are saying, but it can't be good. The results for me cannot be positive in this moment. However, alright, I know, so that's medical malpractice of a miniature nature, for sure. But, in the end, we did achieve what we set out to do. You know all those cop shows that say, I don't play by the rules, but damn it, I get results? You may have just had a practical demonstration. You may have just had a practical demonstration. I don't know what I should do with this base. Like, I fucked it up pretty good. I did. I don't know. For now I'm gonna put it in a drawer and never think about it again. Out of sight, out of mind. Tau Hospital. Hospital for Tau. We're gonna get the cork off your foot. We're gonna get the foot off your body, because apparently I cannot keep the feet attached no matter what I do. This isn't even a quarter of the Tau that I purchased. There's still so many Tau. Why did I do this? I could have bought this model new. I wouldn't have broken his foot off. It wouldn't have been half so fun, and it would have cost me more. But I wouldn't have had, I don't know, like 20 people just see me commit a crime. I don't know. I don't know what Tyler used to bond that, but... yeah. It's some strong-ass shit. Forget pinning your models. Use whatever the fuck that was. Now I gotta get this foot back on here. And I don't even remember what the pose was, which is fucking shitty to say. I don't know what this foot's supposed to look like. I think it's supposed... That looks kind of right. But we're just gonna go with it. Oh, we can use plastic glue. Nothing we ever use is gonna be as strong as my will to have gotten this model off of its base, though. I don't play the rule. I did get he's got off the base, didn't he? He got off the base. That's a result. Y'all got to see me, like, be silent. Someone said they were screaming. I don't know who that was, but thank you. I've always wanted to do some sort of hobby project or stream or anything where someone's like, I'm literally screaming right now. So that's a goal achieved for content creation. Made innocent person scream at a television. I scream at my television while watching movies all the time, so... That's gone back in. Just gonna attach the foot. And only the 8 to 11 of us will ever know what had happened. We do not speak about this. And you thought this was gonna be an ethical towel hospital. I should change this from the series Tao Hospital to the series Hobby Crimes. It's a good thing I don't really watch these streams back because I feel like editing that clip, was that decently shot? Was that like very visible on screen? That violence, or was it more of an off-screen thing? I don't know how much you could actually see of the crime being committed. Wow, I'm gonna be in Owen's... Oh, damn, it was decently shot. Of all the times to have something on camera and in focus... Hector and Achilles are back to fighting. I'm back to gluing feet on Tao, just on a much larger scale than before. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, fives, they're so sweet and wholesome and welcoming, and they paint everything to look like candy. They're not a threat. You saw what I did to Storm Surge, so just imagine the horrors I could commit on a non-massive Warhammer scale. Oh dear. Now he's not standing up very well. I guess one of his feet was kind of above the other, so maybe his toe needs to kind of balance that out so that he can stand. Yeah. For the next 10 minutes, it's gonna be me holding this down and hoping that the glue works. Which is not very fun to watch, so I apologize for that. No, I said, like, that's everybody's impression of me. Or impression? Not That's what everybody thinks when they meet me, that I'm so sweet and innocent, but, you know, I did just, yeah. 999, that's not gonna work. I'm in America. Call 999, nothing's gonna happen over here. I just want it to be like one of those anti-piracy adverts. You wouldn't steal a TV. You wouldn't steal a pizza. You wouldn't rip a storm surge right off its base with your bare hands. On a scale of 1 to 10, how egregious of a hobby crime was that? Just so I have a, like... Am I gonna lose subscribers for this? 6.5. Seen worse. Has anybody done worse? There is a problem in that I can't seem to get the foot to go back on. I don't know if that's just my impatience with glue or if that's a genuine problem. I think it's my impatience. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, you sit over here. You are in the recovery ward now, my guy. You deserve some Jell-O and maybe a balloon. A therapist. That's the model they don't make for... I don't have a pin. I can't pin it. I don't have the equipment. I don't have any safety pins. I don't have any paper clips. I don't have a pin vise. I don't have the materials necessary to pin it if I wanted to. And that's a strong if. I'm so sorry. We haven't even rebased him. We have to wait for his foot to calm down. I think what I can do is I can maybe be a little bit kinder to these guys and get them off their bases. You haven't left mold lines and sprue joins or glued 2 left hands. I do leave mold lines. Sorry, I can't be bothered. I have better things to do than to clean up mold lines. It's very clear that I'm not painting to the standard of a golden demon, so... Although I am going to ask Tyler what the fuck he uses as his basing glue, because... Oh, there it is. Fucking goddamn. Nothing is coming off with both feet on this fucking... This is a problem. This is a problem I did not envision myself having. Everybody's saying just use clippers. I'm going to take the chat's advice, because clearly this sculpting tool is not working out the way that I hoped that it would. Alright. Let's just calm down. Let's take a deep breath, collectively, as a group. Calm down. We don't care about saving these bases. We have more bases. We have new bases. We have better bases. It's alright. No need to get frustrated at a hobby that you do for fun. The chat thinks it's just a nice little meme that you are breaking the feet off everything. Just gonna call this army Footloose because nobody's feet are actually attached at this point. Whew. That one was more out of impatience than, you know, anything else. I had reached my limit with that. But we're not going to continue to be violent. We can be gentle and hobby together. And it's okay. They are just models. They're just pieces of plastic. As much as I enjoy them, I need to be reasonable. Sorry, I did promise everybody a chill painting stream. This one's been a little lot. Owen, I agree. When you're painting a horde army, you don't have time to clean mold lines. You think every Tyranid is gonna clean its mold lines? No, absolutely not. You think every Tau is gonna have feet in your army? Apparently not. Lobster, stop fighting and grooming Achilles at the same time. Bro, pick one. My cats are in a state. I don't know if I'm even gluing the correct foot onto the correct. I'm hoping that's right. You know, my good friend Destro likes to say that texture paste covereth a multitude of sins. And that might become a feature of this army. Dear everybody who plays Tau, including me, I am sorry for what I am doing. I wish I maybe hadn't done that particular one the way that I did. That I might not have comported myself the best with that particular. That's okay. He looks alright. He's gonna be fine in an army. Who needs feet anyway? Tau don't feet. They can fly. No! Poppy, don't type that. Jesus Christ. I almost read that out loud. Every orc boy will have their lines removed. That is incorrect. Alright, let's try a Kroot. Do we feel like we could successfully remove a Kroot? Yes. That's peeling away nicely. Look at that. Clean removal there. That's 1 foot free of the base. Let's do the second one. Look at that! Guys, we got a Kroot. Both feet free. Painless. Wonderful. Absolutely. Yep. Empty spot where the foot. Yep. That went perfect. That was reasonable. We can save this base. We might use it later. Alright, do we have any more Kroots? That was easy as hell, and I need another cheap win. This Kroot I can feel is not. Oh, that's a foot. This other foot's a little bit more dug in. It's on a thin leg, so I think I might just try cutting it. It's a little bit of a dense with kitty litter base here. I think that's the material we're working with. A Kroot, some experience. Yeah, that's a good pun. That's a good one right there. Can't really be too mad at that. That's you saw the opportunity and you took it. Try and cut this foot off. There we go. There we go. Just peel away the excess. It's a much more peaceful basing experience. Yep. There we go. You know, that works. Fruit, I guess, are a little bit easier to get off their bases. Things we've learned today. Bases are more flexible than maybe anybody has a right to expect them to be. My cats will fight in the background of any video, and if I really, really want to, I can do unspeakable things to fucking get a miniature off a base. That's, I can commit hobby crimes just a little bit. For fun. I have broken the toes off of this Kroot, but honestly, I won't be able to tell. He's gonna be missing some toes. I think he'll be okay. I feel like if any model is just gonna be randomly missing a toe and not have it go noticed. I know that when I've rebased some orcs before, some of them have been missing toes. Goblins have also been missing toes. Apparently I just have real problems with getting feet off of the old bases. Or people just use really unreasonable amounts of glue to stick things down. Me being one of those people. But still. That'll look okay when it's primed. I think our boy is ready for his new base. Are you ready, my son? I hope so. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get this kind of shit off the front. Oh, there we go. These clippers are a much more useful tool than I would have expected. Even though literally everybody was telling me to use them. I should have listened to you guys. But how else do you learn? Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. Have a nice night. Sorry, Poppy. I couldn't be mad at it. I said it was a good pun. It was too good to ridicule, honestly. Just trying to clean up. Feels like I'm clipping toenails off a towel to clean this fucking milliput stuff off. I'm sorry, that's not at all on camera. Sometimes it's just easier to hold things close up as opposed to have them in focus. Trying to get it, you know, enough where it'll be relatively flat. Won't show through his cork on the bottom. When the sculptor made this miniature, this is not the future that they envisioned for it. No one who produced this was like, you know what, one day, someone is gonna just fucking annihilate this on a stream. Accidentally on purpose. It was an accident. There's a little gunk. I mean, that's fine. It's dirt, it's rubble, it's whatever, but try and clean that up as much as possible. And then, you know, we'll just stick it down to the new base, probably with about the same amount of super glue and determination. This is your new home, friend. Hope you're ready for it. Gotta decide how to pose him, because he's gonna be a pretty big fucking deal. Kind of want it like a little bit further back so that his gun can extend out and just look cool as hell. The foot has come off yet again, but we'll just glue the foot to the base and the towel to the foot, because that seemed to work out for the previous guy. Plastic glue, no. Super glue, yes. Have I learned any lessons from this? Maybe one or two. Not nearly enough, though. Not nearly enough. Oh no. There we go. That's what it'll look like. I mean, that looks pretty cool. No one's mad about that. Maybe someone's mad about that, but I'm not mad about it. Look at how cool that looks. Look at how cool he looks. Broken feet and all. Maybe even get his foot to like stand up a little like he's walking. Oh fuck. Nope. No one saw that either. Don't shoot for the stars, Fives. Just glue the goddamn model to the base. Can't do the most basic part of the hobby, guys. I can't do it. All I have to do is glue a model to a base, and it's gone so wrong. Oh no. I'm gonna just... This is just, not working. Oh dear, I've gotten super glue all over my fingers. Why did I think that this was a project that I could achieve? Why did I say I will buy and refurbish an entire army? I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, or an achievable idea, or a fun idea, but I just... Oh man. I think I might have overreached a bit, lads. I think I might have overestimated my capabilities, thus overstepping my boundaries. Because, he's pretty damn wobbly. And there's only but so much plastic glue I can will to hold him together. We may have ruined an extremely expensive model. that I am now going to attempt to fix by still doing the same things. I'm just going to keep making the same mistakes again and again and again, and hoping that they turn out a little bit better this time. You would be an advocate of learning how to both repair and build models. I think maybe I just didn't give it enough dry time, honestly. I didn't brace him up against anything, and I let go of him too quickly. And I tried to put on his gun, which was heavier. And if I just thought it out a little bit more, I think I would have had a better time of it. He probably just needs some stability in his life. Like somebody else that I know. Me. I'm the somebody else that I know. We can put these crude on some bases. We could do that, right? That's okay. And you guys are probably really psyched to see me paint up Storm Surge anyway. I gotta imagine that's pretty exciting to see. You bought 300 guard and a 100 Space Marine army that needs TLC and sprue joint removal. You could be in my boat. Aw. I'm sorry I didn't paint anything tonight, Owen. So you didn't get to see any painting. You just got to see whatever the fuck this was. We're gonna put some Kroot on some bases too. My hobby store was closed today. They didn't take the 4th off, I don't think, but they took the 5th off, which is interesting. But I need to buy more black primer. I've been thinking about just switching to like a generic primer, you know, like just for an everything primer, because I've been buying Army Painter, but I'm afraid to make the switch. Also, I don't know if the Kroot that I'm putting on bases are in frame, but I'm terrified to move anything and knock over Storm Surge again. So please be kind to me. I'm a sensitive thing. Oh, I hear a kitty. Who is it? Who is it? How dare you not say hi? Who was that? You walked right by. Oh, it was Achilles, of course. Oh no, I've glued my finger to this base too. Achilles, what are you doing? Are you chasing lobster? Yeah. I don't think I could paint a tank. I would get bored. Maybe I can just push him off to the side slightly. You think? Yeah. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. He'll be okay right there. He's going to dry, and he's going to be really firmly secured onto that base, and it's going to be great. Yeah, these are 5 bases. This little guy who had broken feet, but you can't hardly tell that anymore. They've been fixed. don't think you could do a Candyland Baneblade. I don't know what a Baneblade is. Is it like a Beyblade? Because I could probably paint a Beyblade to look like candy. I just don't know about a Baneblade. Not familiar with that model. Gosh, I've been streaming for like 2.5 hours. I'm probably going to close up shop soon. But I really wanted to be sure that I could get that model off his base and glued onto a new one. We had shit to do today. I feel like something shifted, but I don't know what it was, so we're gonna say it's fine. Let it rip. Oh, it's a tank. That's true. 40K does serve a lot of different hobby aesthetics. They don't all have to be for me. However, the amount of people in my Discord who are Nurgle stans, despite the fact that all of the time I'm like, Nurgle is such a creepy boy. He's so scary. I can't handle Nurgle. And they're just like, I have painted the grossest boy. Would you like to see him? That's a lot. That's a lot for somebody who's not a Nurgle fan to see. I love when people share their projects with me, but sometimes they do really scare me. They really do. I struggle with vehicles because I don't know how to give them the same amount of personality that I can that something with like a little face. Also, I don't know how to drive. I don't have a car. I don't do a lot of things that are vehicle related. Let's see. What if people posted in the things we talk about on stream section while I am feeling super glue crust all over my hands and waiting for models to dry so I can probably pack stuff up for the night, frankly. I might watch Stranger Things. I might watch Star Wars Rebels. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might bake a cake. I know how to do that. Oh, sweet. Oh my goodness, so many new messages. Alright, so after spawn, Chris posted progress on all these cool green stuff bases. This is the, this must be the Song of Ice and Fire army. They're red. Just looking at them from these pictures, I don't know exactly which faction he chose. I can't remember what he had said. But that's cool. I think there are lions on their shield, so maybe they're Lannisters. Oh, Tigress is painting a Tau. Multiple Tau. They look so good. I love this. I love this. De-Nurgled Nurgle models are worse than Nurgle models. That is true. They are very scary. The clean one I saw once, and that was just... I was not expecting him. She painted a spherical grot tank in a wrapped Christmas pudding style. That sounds amazing. I love the grot tank models on Forge World. I hate the prices of the grot tank models on Forge World. They're out of my hobby budget. Yeah. I think I'm too scared to move him tonight. I'm hoping that I can just close my desk and he'll be okay. That's the dream. That's the hope. So I'm gonna find a way to Jenga everything in here. Thanks for sticking with me on this one, guys. It was a weird one. I don't know if I should continue this stream series if I'm just gonna be, breaking things. Like, all of the things, all of the time. I don't know if that's content people want to see. I feel like that's a little chaotic and not as chill as I build this stream to be. Which, you know, might not be the greatest thing in the world. These chaotic times that we live in, contributing to that chaos. Lord. Okay. What am I gonna do to put everything in a place where it makes sense? That can go there. Gonna put these fruit here. Weird is good. Oh, is one you 3D printed? That's cool. Let's see. Plastic glue. Has a cap. Super glue. Has a cap. My trusty sculpting tool, which still did serve me well, even if it wasn't perfect. Extra bases. The ones we managed to save tonight. I don't even know where to put these. There's gotta be some drawer I can just shove them in for now. The pile of stuff we have to rebase. That's very organized. You saw, that's very sophisticated. Yep, that's a real technique. And then these guys. Who, you know, all in all, we had a few lost feet. We really did. But I mean, they came out okay. Oh, he's got a lean to him. I kind of like it. It's weird. I don't know if I will keep that. I think it's probably because some of his packs, or there must be some metal element that's causing him to have a bit of a lean. That's probably why the previous one had some sort of pin. Maybe if I have him leaning against something like that while he dries, that'll be better. Thank you guys for joining me on this rather chaotic one. If you haven't subscribed or liked this video or whatever it is that YouTube's algorithm would like you to do, it would be cool if you did that. I'll be back soon with more Tau stuff. I don't know when. I don't have a stream schedule because I really, my days fluctuate based on how crazy work was. But I'm glad I was able to share a bit of chaos with you tonight. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.